Hello creatives, welcome to Artist Star. My name is Beth and I am at the gallery today for the Zodiac series. This reading is for Virgos, whose correlating major arcana card is the Hermit. This is the artist card, here to represent you as the open vessel, ready to receive whatever source can pull from the well of infinite creativity. So Virgo, here we are, and another new spread. So this one is called the Creative Focus. So we are going to ask with the archetype cards here, where should I look to find my most essential energy at this time? Then with the Soul's Journey cards, we're going to, how best should I nudge this energy awake? And then third, we are going to ask with the Creativity Oracle, what about this energy needs to be explored in more depth? Then we'll follow up with the Cards of Truth, and again, another layer with the Lenormand cards. And last but not least, we will ask Source, what else would you guide us with to stay in your creative power? And then we'll do it with the Starseed cards and with the Chin Tongue Chinese fortune-telling sticks. So let's get started and see what the cards have for you. Now, during this time of these readings, when they're coming out, it's going to be Aries season. So in Aries season, we are going to be visiting the energy of that naturally sure-footed masculine ram. Its ruling planet is Mars, so that's that no-nonsense fiery action as to how you get what you want, keep what you want, go for what you're attracted to. And this is all being driven by the far-sighted intuitive vision of a cardinal sign, which is Aries. So that is the energy that is surrounding us at this time. Plus your own, of course. Virgo, the Hermit, you are lovely in your organizing and in your, messengers, your ideas, your thoughts. You're very precise and practical in all your details. It's a really beautiful sign to be. So let's get started and look at this first row of where should I look to find my most essential energy at this time. Networker. Beautiful color. Light attributes. Enhancing unity through the sharing of information, engenders social awareness and empathy. That is so you, Virgo. The shadow attributes conveys information only for personal gain, spreads fear and falsehood. Yeah, well, that would be a dark attribute of the sign of Virgo as well. So very interesting start here. It's like a mirrored card. So your most essential energy that you could draw from at this time is about networking, enhancing unity through sharing information, and engenders social awareness and empathy. Okay. So this, of course, is about your creative journey here and how you are enhancing your own unity and sharing of information, and how you go about using that to network with your social network around awareness and empathy. Interesting. Okay, so this is about you and your peeps. Let's take a look here. 3 of Clubs. I love it. This is the Big Think card. So Yeah, time to put that thinking cap on. This is also Mars energy and air energy. So, yeah, very much Aries. So let's think about this Three of Clubs because it is like the three-sided clover. It's the independent thinker card. It's like testing knowledge and how you unfold an idea that has taken root. It's ready to be fertilized and to grow, and it's something that you actually get from having your own ingrained truth. It's expanding on your perspective, your philosophy, your way of thinking. It's really very powerful, and it is also very fleeting. So it's kind of like it's time to shift gears and move into your exploration and experimentation mode. Now, this can be around a person, place, or thing, an idea, most likely, and it's in order to improve upon something that you've already discovered. So, yeah, it is taking a risk, basically, and yeah, moving through whatever it is that you need to move through. So it for you in this context, it is a new revelation or something that you've relied on now for a while. You've already made that revelation. You've already made the connection of the two to it. You are now seeing it through fruition, and you are now improving upon that vision, that knowing. It's time to make it bigger and better. All right, you've got more to say, and your peeps are here to listen. So let's see what the Lenormand cards have. Well, you got the fox in reverse. So this is interesting because when the fox is in the upright position, it is very deceptive and smart, and you know what a fox doubles back, you hardly ever caught. You're sly. It is someone trying to deceive you, but you're too wily for it, but it's in reverse. So this tells us it's a blind spot, or you don't see how you are missing what else you need to do to enhance your ideas around your networking with your peeps. So this is about telling your story. This is about sharing your creative journey. It is your art that you are putting out there to greet people, to have some sort of information relayed through your work, and having people really see it. And this is around having a social awareness and empathy socially. Wow, what kind of work are you doing? That really sounds amazing. Makes me wonder if you're not into filmmaking or something like that. Telling a real story, and you are on the verge of having this really big thing happen for you. Okay, so let's move on to the second row here and ask, how best should I nudge this energy awake? Loneliness. I know that I am never alone. Interesting card to get when it's all about your networking, because while you're networking, you are not alone. So what's this about? Well, I know the card talks about loneliness being, different than being alone, and what you should do with alone time. So the card is here to remind you that there's a difference between being lonely and being alone, right? It's about knowing that loneliness really comes from a coming from feeling a sense of not being appreciated. So for you to really be given the opportunity to appreciate yourself, okay? Because that's where you have to be, where you are taking care of yourself. It's like you having the time to ground yourself in who you are and knowing yourself so well, being able to know that you need to put the oxygen mask on yourself first in order to be able to reach out in the best way possible to other people. And that you can only do that if you're healthy, so that you can attract more healthy people, right? Not unhealthy. So when you're out of sorts, or you're feeling this separation from self or otherwise, you're not in the best position to go networking and showing the world your art and who you are through your art. So this card is actually really good to take in as it's time to do some inner work, time to just settle, get grounded, take some time out, time off, and really, really delve into who you are and everything about you. This is when that spark is going to happen. And you will not be deceptive. It won't be so elusive to grab onto this idea. It won't be escaping you. You'll be able to take it by the horns and really understand it. So let's see what the cards of truth have for you. So that is the Seven of Spades in the reverse position. So sevens are tower moments. The dark sevens are tower moments. So this is all about transformation through remedies and cures. It is basically having a bit of a trouble in a stuck mode. So being, I don't really want to say feeling sorry for yourself, but in this loneliness, this disconnect, there is a certain need to, as I was just saying, to settle and get into that meditation. The spades are one of the most spiritual aspects of that suit, is being so spiritual, so meditative. And this card talks about being able to let what's not working go. That is the tower moment that Source brings to you in order to eliminate it and build something better from the ashes. So you're having a little trouble getting there from here. And it's probably because you are in this mode of wanting to network, but realizing that you're going to have to stop and just gather yourself together before you can really get to this big inspiration, this big knowledge of intellectual pursuit that's going to make the difference. Let's see what the Lenormand have. The crossroads. So this is about making good decisions for yourself. So you got to take care of yourself first. It's the only way that this can happen. So it's about networking. It's about trying to come into this big idea, feeling a little stymied by it, a little elusive to grasp onto it when you've been so darn busy, distracted, that you have not had the opportunity to just get that time, that alone time, to really filter it through and come up with what to eliminate in order to be able to make the good decisions. So eliminating the need for pushing something through. So you're going to have to take a break. It's hard when you're in the middle of it. You just want to get it finished. But I know from just experiencing that you can't push it through. It won't be 100% what you want it to be. It's necessary to take those breaks. Go have a cup of tea, take a walk around the block. More if you need it, a day, right? Whatever, a week. You will know when your time of that break really shows, when you get that inspiration. Okay, so now you know. All right, so let's look at this and see what about this energy needs to be explored in more depth. With the Creativity Oracle, do I even need to say it? You need time to recharge. Can't believe you get this here. Oh my goodness. When the pace of life becomes too hectic, know to slow down, be mindful, and go with the flow. I mean, I could have just picked this card up and read it. That is your whole spread. Oh my goodness, Virgo. Yes, I know. It's hard to let go when you've got your teeth into something. But clearly, if you want this something to be all it can be, please take that advice and recharge. That idea, that's something that is going to take this thing over the top for you, is only going to come through when you stop and smell the roses. Okay? Oh my goodness. And here's your Four of Clubs. This is stability. Oh, beautiful. You will get there. This card is all about that Mercury energy, which is your sign, your planet, your ruling planet, and just beautifully sitting here for you to know that you will feel grounded in this recharge. Yes. Okay, this is great. I'm so glad you got this here, because it is like this beautiful place to expand upon ideas. It is the foundation of a deeper understanding. That thing that you are trying to get to up here is here waiting for you. Just beautiful. And you got the coffin. So, you can read this as getting rid of something or stopping in your tracks, or, in this way, it really is coming through that you just need to stop and take that time out. This is a period of just, if you don't, you're going to lose it. It will not be what you intend it to be. If you don't take this time out, you're going to lose it. But if you do take the time out, you have got something so incredible, ready to bloom, that it is going to be quite an amazing work. All right, so now we're going to move on to how else would Source guide you to stay in the creative power through this experience. So I'm going to use the starseed cards. I'm just going to pull one that I'm feeling the biggest energy from, and I do that with my fingertips, and it just sort of more or less like vibrates and has this heaviness to it and just says, pick me, pick me. All right, I'm going to go with this one. Wisdom. See your adversaries as opportunities to expand your spiritual light. Very nice. The wisdom to know what you need to do, and that it is going to be the best thing for you in the long run. All right, one more. These have been quite controversial. So, Chintan, you just shake them until the one that sticks out the most is calling. And that one is for you. All right, it's right there. Be careful with your affection. It may be misdirected. That's always a good something to be reminded of, isn't it? Beautiful. All right. Well, there you go, Virgo. And best of luck to you. And yeah, thank you for watching. And as always, I will see you next time, and happy creating.